And all the tot is doing is it's taughting your dog to pull. So we're gonna pop. She's dying behind the camera. All right, so we got Pepper out here. I got the Delmar Smith Wonder Lead. You can pick this up on any of the bird dog training sites. I want to go over a video of healing because I know a lot of people just in life struggle with a dog healing, but us as hunters, when we're going out to the duck blind, if we're racing in the morning to a place, a lot of times, at least in my case, I've let the dog go and just be calling it the whole time running to a spot. What we want to do is get to the spot quickly, safely. We don't want the dog running to the other hunters that are at whatever WMA we're at. And a quick thing you can do at home, a couple days a week, every day, it's very simple, it doesn't need to be long, is work on some healing drills. Get you a tool like this, the Wonder Lead, and what we're doing is we're just adding pressure to the dog. So there's no prongs, anything like this. And what we're doing is when I pull on this, it cinches around the dog. Again, there's nothing, you're not yanking the dog. There's no prongs to kind of hurt the dog. You have this little lever here to make sure it doesn't get too open where you lose the dog. But I'm just gonna go over a quick step, something really simple to do at your house once you have this, is you'll get your dog to sit. Pepper, sit. Pepper, sit. A little unsure of what we're doing here. Clearly first time working with her. What we're gonna do is when we go to take our first step, we are going to do a pop in stride with our first step. So just pulling forward on the dog, we're just giving the dog's attention to let him know, hey, we're stepping. And with this, any correction you make is just gonna be a pop, like a, hey, I'm over here, hey. As we walk, you'll see, if she gets too far out, little correction, hey, I'm over here, reminder. If she kind of gets distracted, reminder. As we turn, I'm gonna do a couple pops. I'm not gonna do a straight, about turn or whatever you call that. I'm kind of gonna do a rounded turn, and I'll do a few pops in that just to keep her, hey, I'm over here, almost like you're talking to her. So let's do something quick. This might be a lot of information, but hopefully as you watch this, it'll be simple for you. So I'm gonna start walking this way. Pepper, heel. Now this is something she doesn't know, but she is just unsure of what this thing is on her neck. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a turn. So I'm gonna, Pepper. I did a couple pops, turned her back the other direction. Now you don't wanna be turning into your dog yet. Your dog's just learning this. We'll make it easy for her. Pepper, heel. So one thing I see a lot of people doing, Pepper, sit. Good girl. One thing I see a lot of people doing, everyone, hunters, people in the park, we're at a big, awesome park today. Their dog's on a leash and their leash is constantly like this, taut. It's putting all the pressure on the dog's neck and just encouraging that dog, oh, I wanna pull, I wanna go, I wanna go. And I can actually show you this with a leash. You don't get the same correction with a leash, but it's something where if you don't have this, it's something you can teach with a leash, but just know the correction is not the same. So it might take longer and you might realize, hey, I'm just gonna have to buckle down and get a Wonder Lead or a pinch collar. Would not recommend a choke collar. On the pinch collar, there's actually a buckle that won't allow it to crush the dog's neck. It stops at a certain point. A choke collar does just that, chokes the dog, and could be really dangerous, just wouldn't suggest it. But what I'm doing is I'm making quick, firm corrections. If you're just kind of halfway pulling it and then it turns into like a steady pull and it's not a pop, the dog's gonna be really confused, it's gonna pull. But the biggest thing that I see is the taut lines. And all the taut is doing is it's taughting your dog to pull. So we're gonna pop. She's dying behind the camera. We're gonna do this popping. And again, we're just teaching the dog. We're not expecting this dog to be fully trained at the end of one session. This is something you can do all the time. It's super simple, 5 minutes. We're just teaching the dog, hey, pay attention to me when we're walking. We're still going to play or hunt. We're still going there. But when we're walking there, I need you to pay attention to me. And then we'll let them be free. So again, when you go to take your first step, kind of engage that first little pop, but you're just letting the dog know, hey, we're going. It's almost like using words. Let's go. Good girl. Good girl. You can praise the dog up. Good girl. Good girl. Now I'm going to do a turn here. Pepper. I gave a little voice command, let her know, hey, we're turning. I want her to be successful at this. Let's go around a tree. Here we go. Pepper. Good girl. Heel. So she got weird there. She wanted to go away from the tree, I'm assuming. We're gonna walk by the tree. I think she's kind of freaked out by it. Good girl. Just a tree. Pepper, come. Hey. Good girl. Come on. Hey. Get her back to your side. Don't freak out. She's not right where you want her. Pepper. Good. You want her to win. You don't want this to be disastrous. I don't care that she's in front of me right now. She's paying attention to me. Let's go back by the tree. We're also turning left, which she's never done. So she's not been to a NASCAR race, so let's get her in. Come on, Pepper. All right, good girl. Good. Good girl. So it's definitely a little nervous about the tree. Don't know why. Probably the tree in the lead. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Good job. You're doing good. Heel. Again, I'm literally holding this like this until I make my correction. Pepper. Good. And I'm noticing as I'm doing these corrections with her, I'm not actually even having to do the correction right now so much that it actually really grips. I'm just feeling that lead go up a couple of these knocks right here. So it's not even really putting that much pressure, but that's also this dog. She's not a dog that needs a lot of pressure. Come on. We'll encourage her a little bit. Don't want her to be upset. Good girl. Sit. Oh, good girl. Good job. Good girl. It's very simple. Work on this a few times a week, every week till you get comfortable where you're not having to use the Wonder lead. You can use just a regular lead. And then you can go out to the park, walk around with your dog or run with your dog. You build up to that, of course. We're not going to start running tomorrow with this dog. But then you get to show off to your friends, hey, my dog actually pays attention to me and listens to me while they're being drugged down by their dog across the park, and it's really embarrassing. Something very simple to do. This is a very easy tool to get. Like I said, you can go on Gun Dog Supply. There's other companies that make something very similar. I haven't had any of those, but I'm sure they work as well. But get you a Wonder lead. Start working with your dog. You don't want to be the embarrassing guy that can't control his dog out in the field. I've been that guy a lot. Pepper, come here. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Ain't she pretty? Good girl. Let's go. All right, so now we just switched off, took the Wonder lead off. This is just a regular collar and lead. Now, we're not expecting perfection here, but I want to show you how it immediately transfers. Now, can you do that one time and for the rest of the time use this? Probably not. This dog doesn't require a lot of pressure. I see a lot of dogs out here that would probably require more pressure than her, but she's already kind of getting distracted. But we're going to do the exact same thing, walk with the leash. I'm going to be doing the same kind of correction, but there's no, as you can see, nothing's getting tight here, but she will feel the pull here. Still going to just be barely holding this. My correction comes from my left hand. Heel. Good girl. And I'm saying heel. She doesn't know the word heel. It's just a habit of mine to say. I should probably talk less. I'll do my couple. Heel. Good girl. Pepper. If you start to notice her branching out a little more, we'll make the correction sooner. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Pepper, come on. Good. Good. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Pepper, sit. Good. Good. Pepper, heel. Now, wouldn't this be nice if you're at the park, you're able to walk your dog, not have it attack every dog. Oh, not paying attention, see there? Not having your dog attack every dog that walks by. Let's go by the tree again, come on. Girl. Good girl. Good. Let's go right around the tree, come on. Come on. Get on some new gravel she hasn't been on yet. Check that out. Go around the long way. Come on. Come on. Pepper. Good girl. Uh-uh. Good girl. Pepper, sit. Can you sit? Good. She's like, this isn't the fun training, Dad. Good girl. Anyway, that's how the exact same movement with that Wonder lead can turn to a leash. If we're going, like I said, if you don't have a Wonder lead, you can do this with the leash. The last thing you want to do is pull. This just encourages a dog to pull against you. Doesn't, you know, the dog's just wanting to go more. But with just brief, Pepper, I mean, that didn't even do anything to her, just move the leash. Good girl. Uh-uh. Come on. Pepper, come on. Girl. Good. Let's go. Sit. Pepper, come. Come here, sit. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Just a simple way to transition it, actual leash at home. Good girl. Actually at work today, and I'm wanting to put out more videos to kind of keep people knowing about my kennel, and then as we start to have puppies down the line, people can see my dogs and all that kind of stuff. And I was thinking today about, you know, what video can I make after work? I don't really have any plans today to run any birds or anything like that. And right now the test that I'm preparing for is an NA test and feel pretty ready for it. But I was thinking, you know, what kind of video can I do? And, you know, you can kind of start to get a little stressed out. But one that popped in my mind was, you know, a lot of people struggle with healing their dog. And I was like, it's very simple, very easy to get your dog to heal. Something people can do at their house, you know, every day, something simple. But when I was thinking about that, the actual verse, I didn't know what the verse was. I just remember the passage in it is Proverbs 3:5-6. And it goes right along with healing. And the passage says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. So this is the 21st. Yesterday we just celebrated Easter, which is Christ no longer in the tomb, overcame death. And so much of my life has been me, sorry for the correlation here, but so much of my life has been me tugging against God and having a tight line and him having to correct me all the time. And this verse sums it up so well, and also just goes in with what we're doing with the healing is, in all your ways submit to him and he will make your path straight. And that reigns so true in my life when I try and go and do my own thing and I'm not, you know, not spending time with God, not spending time in the Word, not even thinking about what he might want from me, but just thinking about, oh, I need this and I need that. And when I'm doing that, these times are so hard for me. And I'm only 31. I think I'm 31, maybe 32. But over the last few years, I've just been learning so much about it's just easier to submit to God's plan. And the truth is, it's easier and it's just better. It wins. It doesn't mean that the hard things don't come, but there's a peace about submitting to his plan. And there's a peace knowing that you know who's ultimately in control. You're not the one having to pull all the strings. And just like we're leading our dogs down a path, you know, they don't know if we're going to a park to play. They don't know if we're going in a field to hunt. What we're doing is we're leading them. They don't know what we're thinking, just like God is leading them. He knows where we're going. And I know it's probably very cheesy, but for me, for that to pop up, and I even asked Caroline what video we can make today. She said the same thing with the same verse, which was so cool. So I hope that encourages you. Anyone out there that's watching this. The reason I'm doing this in there because having a dog kennel will be cool one day. I have things of a dog kennel, but I haven't even produced a litter. I'm not training for other people, but I want more so than a kennel, more so than a guy that runs dogs. I want to be a guy that's known as someone that loves God, is obedient, and has his life submitted to God. So if none of the dog training stuff clicked, if it didn't make sense, if I didn't explain it well, I hope that you can come out knowing that there's a God that you can trust. I've seen it in my life. I'm literally listening right now. I can hear through the wall my wife playing piano, and it's going to be worship music. I don't know, this has turned into more than a dog training video, but as I'm even sitting here thinking, like, God has shown up so much in my life. I've been all over. I've had ups and downs. I've had periods. In high school, I just thought, I'm never going to get married. I'm never going to find a woman to love me. I'm never going to be good enough to have a wife. I'm never going to have a career. I'm never going to do cool things. The truth is, we just don't know. We don't know what's ahead. I don't know what's ahead for the next couple of years of my life. We're about to have a big transition moving back home. But what I've learned over the last few years, and especially looking back, even when I was disobedient, even when I was going through large periods of time where my life was just seemed in shambles, I was terrible, God was still holding me, keeping me, guiding me. Through those lessons I've learned, I don't want to get off the path. I'm going to, because I'm human. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to think about things that aren't important, that don't really matter. I think the biggest thing, and especially just after this weekend, it's worth talking about, is just spending time with God, leaning into Him. And the more time we spend in His Word and spend time listening, the more we'll be able to recognize His voice. When you can recognize His voice, you can be obedient, because you'll hear Him telling you things to do, or guiding you, or it just puts everything in perspective. So if nothing else, in all your ways, submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. And I know it from my own life. I know it from my family's lives. I hope that encourages you. With the dog training stuff, remember, you don't want a tight line. Little corrections keep you on the path, or keep the dog on the path. But hope you enjoyed it. I know this has encouraged me, just sitting here to insert this section of the video. I've literally ran through the blessings in my life, the things that make me a little bit frustrated. You can look past it because you know those things aren't important, and the thing that's important is sitting in there playing worship music. So I'm gonna go in and eat dinner, but hope it's encouraged you. Reach out to God. He's not far. Just gotta be able to know when He's speaking. See you guys. Boy.